Hey everyone, welcome to JoJo's World.
Hello and good morning.
Morning.
It's a brisk summer's day.
It's warm.
It's fucking hot, man. It's brutal out here. But we have air conditioning.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
Keep your head on a swivel. Stay frosty.
Check
Cool your
those
jets, hot shot.
Check those corners.
Ease up turbo. Breach and clear.
Remember, no hostages.
5 tangos. Neutralized.
Foxtrot, Unicorn, Charlie.
Kilo.
Kilo? Great. I'll have 2 kilos, thank you.
The end.
And that's how
I'm
you
Liam S. Smith, one of your hot co-hosts.
And I'm Nick Valentine, the other one
of your
co-host.
podcasts.
One of your podcasts.
I'm Liam S. Smith, one of your podcasts.
And I'm Nick Valentine, the other one of the movies? I'll say movies.
This is JoJo's World, our JoJo's Bizarre Adventure recap and discussion podcast. But today we're talking about episodes 11 and 12, the finales of season 1 of Dandadan.
That's the show.
They are entitled, of course, "Oh, look at this fuck boy," and "Don't go into the cursed house."
Well, you're really, really close, I'm not going to lie. But it's First Love. Aw. And, yeah, let's go to the cursed house. That's the name of it.
Great.
Let's go to the House of Leaves, baby.
Turns out the house is incredibly cursed.
It's so cursed.
Do we have preamble? I have some preamble.
You definitely have You were going to call me out on something. You said before we started recording, Nick, I'm going to call you out. No, I'm not. I'm going to call you in. And I went,
That's right.
What does that mean?
We were talking about the Tsuchinoko a
Oh,
couple of episodes ago.
the big serpent
The
thing.
wide snake. And you, shamefully, did not let me know there was upcoming Tsuchinoko content in Dandadan.
I didn't want to, I had to bury the lead somewhere, all right? There's a lot of
You had
shit
to hide
that
your
happens.
light under a bushel.
A hydrolite?
You had to hide your light
right.
under a bushel.
Mate,
Yeah, hide your light under the bushel.
Mate, there's a bloody hydrolite under the bloody bushel, mate. Go on, have a bloody cheeky bit of bloody potassium and magnesium for you, mate. Good on you, all right.
No, but more importantly, and
Yeah.
enough fucking around, let's be honest.
Okay.
Steel Ball Run episode 1 is out. I've watched it.
Oh, okay.
It's good.
It's good?
We'll do our next podcast episode on it.
We fucking better.
We still don't know.
How do we not know? How the fuck do we not know? The episode has aired. It has
We still
literally
don't know
come out.
if there will be another one next week, another one in 6 months, or what.
So
By the time this podcast comes out, we will at least know if the former is true or not.
I'm losing my fucking mind.
And in fact, on I think the 28th of March, there is a major anime expo in Japan with the JoJo's panel. So it's reasonable to assume we'll get some news there, if indeed another episode has not been released since then.
But how did the episode...
We just don't know.
Are they just like radio silence, or have they said, "Oh no,
They haven't
we're working
said
on
jack shit.
it"? This is crazy.
The posts that I found last episode of one guy
From Reddit, who thought
Yeah.
he knew what was going on.
who says he's got secret insider knowledge from
information,
his
yeah.
uncle David production.
Yep.
Said that's caught some steam that there won't be another one till like September.
God.
But I'm skeptical of the truth of that.
Look,
So we'll see.
His dad must work for Nintendo or something.
Exactly.
But I mean, how? Like, there's been no other announcement or
No.
like preview on Netflix that's like, oh, in the next episode or anything like that. It's just it happened and then it was done.
I don't want to go into too much detail on the Steel Ball Run because
Yeah.
we'll of course be talking about it plentifully next time.
Yeah.
But I will say I highly enjoyed it,
Okay.
and that in the end credits,
You like JoJo's?
in the end credits, there was a in memoriam message to what was his name?
Hirohiko
That's
Araki.
right. We killed him to make this.
Guys, in
says,
memoriam to David.
Rest in hell, Hirohiko Araki. You held us back for far too long. Signed, David Production.
Now we can create the true JoJo's energy that we needed to.
No, Hiroyuki Omori, the executive producer at David Productions of parts 1 through 6, passed a couple of years ago.
Was he the guy that we had the interview with
No,
that had the
that was
notes?
Hirohiko Araki.
No. The guy that was talking about the adaptation and how he wanted to have like
I don't-
certain special effects and stuff.
I don't recall, to be honest.
Oh, well, it's nice that we get a memoriam, but also that's sad.
I just saw a couple of posts about the event after I saw that, which, one person said that, and I don't know how accurate this is, that he was basically the person who selected David Production for the adaptation.
Very nice. Very nice. An excellent
and
choice.
so, arguably, and of course, any production of that scale is a team effort, but arguably, next to Hirohiko Araki, could be the single most responsible person for the JoJo anime.
Yeah. Well, given that he picked David Productions, it
And
definitely
executive produced seasons 1 through 6.
Yeah, it definitely feels like he was like, we need this to be good. Like, we need this to slap, okay? Here's what we need. It needs big, thick lines. It needs sweet, hot bugs.
Angular cheekbones.
It needs a color palette that screams yes at all times.
But yeah, loved the sound work, loved the events. Single 48-minute episode. Bombastic.
JoJo's energy?
There's a lot of good stuff waiting for you. That's all I'll say.
Okay, great. Does it capture, like, the energy of, like, season 3, part 3, part 4, where it's just like, let's go.
Well, Nick, I'd say it captures the energy of part 7, Steel Ball Run.
I'm so fucking ready. I'm so ready. But, like, in terms of, like, budget and stuff, you know how part 6, there was some bits where it was like, he is just sliding on the ground.
It's been 2 episodes. We'll see.
We'll see.
It's been 1 episode.
It's been one
double-length episode.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
So far, I'm optimistic.
I'm keen. I'm very keen. Now I just need to wait 2 weeks.
And then hell, who knows how long after that? Not me.
Oh, fuck.
And not
me.
even you.
No one knows. Does David Productions even know at this point?
We're just kind of vibing it, they say.
Listen,
Says Mr. David.
is this going to be... You know the Junji Ito adaptation, Uzumaki from Adult Swim?
Oh, there is some Uzumaki shit in it. I'll tell you that much for free.
In part 7?
In the first episode of part 7. There's a particular hashtag Uzumaki moment.
Interesting. Okay. But I'm wondering if it's going to be like, oh yeah, we made one really, really fucking good episode. The rest are coming. We promise.
Look, it's not impossible.
Yeah, okay. I really hope it's good.
We'll see.
I really hope it's good.
Yeah, Uzumaki moment. We got some Uzumaki moments in Dandadan this week.
Boy, did we.
Sounds like you've got some Patreon correspondence to share.
I have very important Patreon correspondence from our boy Strike 3, of course, who we all know and love.
Strike 3.
We mentioned using a limb as like a club last week in the beginning.
Yeah, we were
of the
talking about...
Gex.
Yeah.
And how he doesn't
and
use
your theoretical fictional gecko superhero who would use their detached tail as a club.
Yeah,
Normal podcast
yeah,
stuff.
like the Tick, but so much cooler because I made him. But Strike 3 was reminded of Gundam 8th MS.
Okay.
Something like that. Basically, the main hero is forced to make his mech rip off its own arm and use it as a club in a fight in an effort to gain extra reach.
Oh.
Now, it's been referenced by FromSoft, apparently, a heap of times, including The Last Giant from DS2, where he rips off his own arm.
Yeah, I
and
vaguely
stuff.
remember that.
Yeah. And also
The giant in Elden Ring, maybe?
the Agmadala, or however you spell it. No idea what that is. But, yeah.
It also,
amygdala?
something similar to that also happened. Oh, yeah, amygdala. The big brain monsters that eat you in Bloodborne.
The big brain
They're
monster.
invisible until you get too much insight.
Oh, the ones that are just like there watching you for like the whole
But there's one
game.
that's a boss, and I guess it does that too. I can't
Right.
remember.
We
But no,
love
the
the
same thing
amygdala.
also happens in the first episode of Pat Labor, the early days.
What?
In which Noah Izumi's either her mech or her partner's mech gets its arm ripped off, so she hucks it at the target for a finishing blow.
I wonder if this is just a thing. Like, is this a trope of rip my arm off, use it as a weapon? But we don't see
I
it
think
that
with
often.
mechs, certainly it's a fun well to go to because, obviously a human fighter losing their arm, it's incredibly incapacitating.
Yeah.
But with a big robot, unless you're doing Evangelion, which of course aren't robots.
Yeah, going
there's
beyond
a lot
the
of pain
human.
there. But
Yeah.
if it's just a robot, that's just components, baby.
Yeah, you can replace an arm on a robot. Yeah. But I wonder if there's an element of... Like, because if it's a trope of rip off my own limb, beat you to death with it, I don't think it's that common to see in even in mech fiction.
We've got all these examples, Nick.
But even in like mech fiction, I think most of the time you'll find they just sort of like run in, just head on, but they're not ripping their own. They're not ripping off their own limb. You know, they're not like, I'm going to take my arm off and beat you with it. They're just going, it's the last ditch effort. I'm just going to go all out and do whatever the fuck I have to. But they're normally headbutting them or something.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, it
Not
doesn't
really,
feel...
no.
Oh, anyway. But apparently it's a thing. It's a thing, apparently.
Cool.
So, yeah. FromSoft Games. They know what's up.
Armored Core. That's
Armored
robots.
Core. Rip off your own arm in a big armored core. Yeah.
That's Pepsi.
So,
Do you remember the game we play now?
you have, sir, did we say 2 minutes?
1 minute.
You have 1 minute, sir, to do this. And if you don't do it in the 1 minute,
You get to kill me.
you get to hear the fun alarm sound that I can't turn off on my timer.
What are you talking about?
I legitimately was like, how do I turn off the sound on my timer so that when I time it, it just shows up?
Can't you just do a stopwatch and watch it?
Liam. How would I know? I would be immediately distracted by your riveting discussion. And then I'd be like, oh, I'll just put my phone over there for the brief moment. And then bam.
Momo's childhood friend, Jiji, enters the house.
Uh-huh.
He's annoying. He's a big himbo. But maybe he's secretly evil. Time will tell.
Oh.
Okarun is incredibly jealous. Ira is like, I still got to defeat Momo, so I'm going to leave these 2 episodes now. Jiji has moved in because both of his parents are sick. They've gone to the hospital because he can see ghosts now because they live in an incredibly cursed house. He goes to school with them and causes all sorts of jealousy for Okarun. And then the school's anatomical model has come to life and is running through the streets. They chase it on Okarun's back and it's in love with a discontinued feminine anatomical model and they decide to adopt it and let him come visit at night. End of first episode. Second episode, they go to the remote town where Jiji lives. It's full of creepy, big-headed people. The house is incredibly cursed. Momo and Okarun and Jiji are love rivals for Momo. They fight, they argue, and they realize there's a hidden room in the house.
You failed me.
No, that's about it.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say it's full of cursed seal paper talismans. But other than that, that's it. And then Momo gets sexually imperiled by a bunch of creepy men. The end of season.
We hate creepy men here. We hate them.
Look, I don't love starting and ending the season on that beat.
Yeah, I can definitely
There's a
tell
lot
you.
about Dandadan in a way I don't like.
I can tell you next season, there's a lot less sexual imperilment. I think in this one, I don't know if this is just the mangaka or if this is like a thing that modern anime is doing. But I feel like there's a lot of random like, hey, let's explore some sexually uncomfortable situations. Like in is it Jujutsu Kaisen or Chainsaw Man? Where
haven't seen
like
either of them.
there's a bit where like a teacher who's like in a position of power is like, hey young kid, I'm really fucking drunk. You're gonna lie in that bed for me. And it's like, please, can we not do this?
That's
Oh
scary.
god.
That's
yeah.
some,
It's
Utena
worrying.
shit.
It's worrying, right? So I don't know, maybe it's just a modern thing that people are like, hey look, I'm a storyteller, I can tell a story. And we're like, great.
Maybe it's just a modern thing where people are like, I'm a storyteller.
Yeah, man.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about a Dandadan, baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm going to put my foot down.
Okay.
Don't watch Dandadan if you're sensitive to seeing people being sexually assaulted in media.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's fair. What?
nothing.
Okay. So then after that, we need to go to the next season, but we might not be going to the next season.
Well, next episode we're doing Steel Ball Run, so
Yeah.
we'll see what
We'll
happens with that.
see how we feel afterwards. Yeah.
We'll see if there's more.
Oh man, if there's more, it's gonna be like, so we just drop Dandadan like a cold potato.
That's the end of a season. It would be the time to.
It would be.
We'll come back to it.
But also, it sounds like there might not be more Steel Ball Run to go to.
who's to say?
There's literally no way of fucking knowing at this point.
For some reason, there's no way of knowing.
There's an entire internet out there for us to learn and find out more things.
And hell, none of them know either. Except for maybe one man posting on Reddit. One
Hirohiko
brave
Araki.
man leaking the information they don't want us to know.
Oh god, why is this our best source? Is a random dude going, hi,
I'm going to make some shit up for you.
my name is Camel Toe Johnson, and I'm here to tell you I'm the best name in the business for leaks, alright? And I don't know where I'm going with any of this, but he's there to give you the prime news that you need at any given point in time, alright? He's there with the hot goss, the Dandadan leaks,
So,
the JoJo leaks.
before we get into Dandadan, maybe I will ask you.
Yes.
We've talked about some basic concept stuff for Steel Ball Run in the past. We watched the trailer in
Yep.
the past.
Yeah.
Given you and your memory and your proclivity to go down strange mental tangents,
You know what I learned the other day? Speaking of strange mental tangents, I looked up my little SPD thing.
Really should have let me finish this sentence.
I finished my, I looked up SPD again. Apparently...
Sorry, what does that stand for?
Semantic pragmatic disorder.
Oh, I didn't
which
actually
is the...
realise that was a particular thing you had.
All these years when I've been saying SPD, you go, okay, so there's this anime.
Speedwagon Foundation.
Yeah,
That's what he's talking about.
No, the thing I had when I was a kid growing up was SPD.
Okay.
Apparently...
The thing you have now as an adult is...
SPD. So, apparently, one of the things from that is that they struggle to make memories because they're not forming meaning.
You do have the podcaster's curse.
And I literally went, wait, but I can just bullshit my way through any conversation. Like, yes, normally people do when they have that.
Mr. and Mrs. Ballantyne.
That's
I'm afraid
me.
Nick has a condition known as SPD.
What does that mean?
Now, there are some benefits to this condition.
Tell me more.
He will make an amazing podcaster.
Will this podcasting journey of his involve anime?
We can only hope.
Liam, you are now responsible. If not, it is your duty to ensure that he only talks about anime and relevant topics on a
Why
podcast.
am I Liam in this scenario? I was being the doctor.
Yeah, Dr. Liam.
Okay.
You're a surgeon, damn
Who are
it.
you?
I'm Mr. Ballantyne.
Okay. I'm my dad.
I didn't say that. Fucking Jesus Christ, Liam. Huge assumptions here.
So, what do you think? What is your expectation and impression of the first double-length episode of Steel Ball Run?
So we know that it's in America. We know that for sure.
Yes.
You've been saying that for years. We know that there's a big steel ball run event race around the world, or race across America specifically.
Yeah, a horse race around the world.
They can swim. I don't believe people when they say horses shouldn't swim. I think they've got big flippers. But like, they're going across America within an amount of time, I assume for big cash money? Or something like there's a big prize. In the
There's
trailer.
got to be a big prize.
Yeah, in the trailer, it looked like there was a big leaderboard.
Makes sense for a race.
Yeah, but I don't understand what they would win. Because it could be big cash. It could be like the Redstone of Asia or some,
The rule.
Yeah, it would be like some bullshit that's like, oh, it's related. Because you've told me before that now we've broken down the multiverse, basically, of JoJo's.
That's specifically not what I've said.
No, but you said all linear time has now broken down.
No.
So now we're not just going to the next person, we're going back, but it's not the same.
Once again, I've been saying the exact opposite.
So it's the same timeline.
No, it's a new continuity. It is not Doctor Strange multiverse stuff. It's a new fictional continuity.
Yeah, because they're incompatible because new timelines.
Not timelines, Nick. Divorce yourself from the fiction of it all.
Okay.
Continuity.
But
the story.
Yeah.
The real world entity of the published story.
Yeah.
Is separate from the parts 1 to 6 story.
But we made him run real fast so that we broke down the time.
Are you talking about the Flash?
No, I'm talking about the end. Well, I mean, kind of. In the end of part 6, he went really fast, and then the universe absorbed itself.
He didn't run real fast. That's not what happened.
I thought he just went real fast.
He just made time go fast. Yeah, for everything but creatures.
I thought it was... Okay, all right. And point being, it's not related kind of to everything else.
The only point at which it's related is in the crossover video game Eyes of Heaven. Naturally. Because they wanted to get JoJo's character.
Yeah. We got Johnny.
That's right.
Apparently. Mm-hmm. We've got a Speedwagon. Was it Speedwagon who has the big belt buckle? Or is that Zappelli?
No Speedwagon character in Steel Ball Run.
There's no Speedwagon?
And I'm going to put my foot down.
What?
I'm going to put my foot down.
Okay.
I've seen so many boring online arguments about like, do you think this character is the Speedwagon analog? I don't give a shit. The only time I give a shit about characters being analogs of someone else is in the case of Johnny versus, as a point of comparison, versus Jonathan Joestar, the simple himbo that we love.
Very similar name.
And with Diego Brando, because in a sort of like audience expectation sense, the fact that he's Diego Brando predispositions you to have certain expectations for him that may or may not be met.
I'm guessing that the Zappelli character is still a cool guy. However...
He's definitely a cool guy. He's got that grill.
Yeah, so that...
He's got that grill, he's got that belt buckle.
Is it... I can't remember from the trailer. Does it just say Zepp Ellie?
No, it's top one is go with exclamation points.
Yep.
Bottom one, Zappelli.
Hang on. Zeppelli?
Zepelli.
It's 7 letters.
Okay.
Zepelli. Yeah, 7 letters across the bottom of your teeth.
Yeah.
That asymmetry. I hate that. I hate that so much. That's a fashion choice right there. Like, is it going to go on your lower incisor thing, or is it going to go on the other incisor? Like, it can't go on...
It goes inside your mouth.
So then I think there's going to be... I'm trying to think of, like, is there going to be, like, a Caesar analog? Because I know that in one of the parts...
Look, this won't be a surprise, like, after the first episode. Jojo and Gyro have a very...
Gyro, okay.
Caesar...
Yeah.
A Joseph relationship.
Yeah, because I have seen there's a guy who, like, can't walk or something on a horse. So given that we're on a horse race, get the feeling this might be where he shows up, where he can't walk, but he's on a horse. So he's like, well, I'm going to win the horse race. But then maybe he's like, Johnny has to win the horse race. So I'm going to help him win the horse race. And then there's a guy with a rifle who's all like...
Hang on, I'm confused.
So Johnny...
Yeah?
Right?
Who do you think Johnny is?
Johnny's the main character. He's the Jojo.
What does he look like?
American. He has a big... I didn't notice... I can't remember from the trailer, but I assume he has, like, an America bandana.
You're not far off, actually.
Maybe, like, either a leather or, like, cool bomber jacket of some kind.
Yep.
For in the summer heat, of course. He has, like, a collared shirt, but it's always popped. He's, like, Top Gear-esque vibes.
Like Jeremy Clarkson?
No, sorry, not Top Gear. Fucking Top Gun. That's the one. Like,
right.
Like, you know,
I was
guys.
genuinely confused.
Yeah. So he looks like...
he punches a producer.
Yeah. He starts a farm, and then we're all like, nah, the farmer's cooler. But I reckon he has pants that are... Maybe the pants were the thing that had the American flag on it.
Don't get bogged down in details.
Anyway, point being, he's got pants that have like a flag or something, or some design on it. And obviously he has cowboy boots that are like...
Okay.
when he walks. And I know for a fact Gyro is like blue or turquoise or something. Or teal, maybe.
I know for a fact Gyro is blue or turquoise.
Or teal.
Do you mean his clothing?
Yeah. And he's like... He's got like a jacket, but he's got like legs on the side of his horse, and he's riding like sideways because his legs are sideways.
His legs. I think you might have Johnny and Gyro confused.
Uh-oh. This is it. Can Johnny not walk? Oh no. What if? Okay. What if? Here we go. Johnny can't walk. Gyro is like, he's an upstanding citizen, ironically. But he has a horse. He has a horse. He has a horse, and I'm going to help him win because he's a great guy. And so the two of them team up to win the Steel Ball Run, which every other person in that race is a stand user. Obviously. Stand users attract stand users, etc. And the winner gets the golden arrow because it's a reference to
the thing that makes stands.
But in this continuity, it's just a golden arrow.
And they really want it.
They really fucking want it. But really, he wants the golden arrow so that he can save his... mum? His dad?
Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny.
Okay.
I want to say save his mum. Part 3 vibes, right? It also might be because it's like, the winner of the Steel Ball Run gets my daughter's hand in marriage. And then it'll be like, that's the Steel Ball Run estate.
Sure, yeah.
Of Mr. Steel. And then he'll want to, yeah.
Like that. This is not what happens, just to clarify. Yeah. But there are some certain resonances with things that do occur.
Wild
or
West.
Character backstories. So interesting stuff, Nick.
Yeah, and of course we're going to meet some crazy faces along the way.
Crazy losers.
I'm trying to think of like what the theme is this time round for like naming. Because if it's just more bands...
I think it is.
Yeah, but then like the powers were crazy in part 6. But I don't think we're going to get any more urine therapy.
No, I think I've told you this before, actually. Basically, in 7, we're going right back to basics.
Okay.
But then, over the course of it, we go right back to the other end of the spectrum again.
We speedrun part 3 to 6 in terms of power scale.
We speedrun part 1 to 6 in terms of power scale.
What? How? How do we do that?
You'll find out. Anyway.
Oh my god. Is Hammond back, baby?
No.
Oh.
But also kind of, but no.
Oh. Is there a mask, maybe?
Shut up. Oh. Shut up! There's no vampires!
But what if Wild West vampire?
That would be cool. No one's ever done that before.
There's gonna be a
Sinners
beautiful.
in cinemas now.
I want to say there's a beautiful debutante who's gonna be like, "Oh, Johnny Joestar,"
that Johnny Joestar's stolen my heart.
and then Diego Brando is gonna be like, "Yes, he has, and I'm going to steal your heart right back, Johnny."
Literally.
And then he's gonna try and kill
Punch his heart
Johnny.
out.
What if it's like Diego and Johnny have a
Tragic history.
a feud? You know how
A deeply personal rivalry.
you know how in part 2 there was the ultimatum where it's like in 30 days you got to learn how to hum on.
Yeah. Or we'll kill you.
Yeah, what if it's something similar where it's like, hey, if you don't win this race, me and my boys are going to kill you, you know? Like maybe Diego's in a gang or
He's like
something.
a mobster and Johnny's deeply in debt to him. or
Yeah,
something. You've
something
got to
like
win
that.
the race and pay us back with the winnings.
Exactly.
Or we'll kill you.
Exactly.
And also
that.
we're entering the race.
And then when he sees him, he's like, you never said you were going to enter the race. He's like, I never said that I was a good person. Fuck you.
Interesting. Okay, great.
Yeah. That's what I reckon is going
I'm
to happen.
excited for you to see all of this and more.
Well, in the coming years.
Yes. In the
Potentially.
coming decades.
What is going on with this release schedule? Anyway, yes.
And the great thing is, by the time this episode comes out, we'll probably know more. So all of this conversation about dates is pointless.
Liam, you know what the best part is?
But it's our lived experience.
We don't know if that's going to happen.
That's true.
We literally have no fucking idea if that's going to happen.
I would be very surprised if this end of March panel passes without
Doesn't
any
have any
announcement.
news or anything.
It's like,
Yeah.
we're doing another Japan-only JoJo phone gacha.
Liam, I'm not going to lie. That could happen.
That could happen.
That could absolutely
That tends to happen.
Yeah. Oh boy. We might be screwed in terms of anime.
Nah, we'll just do
The gacha.
the rest of Dandadan. We'll do the rest of Legend of Galactic Heroes. We'll do
Yes.
Golden Kamui.
I
We'll
was
do
thinking,
one of the Gundams
I was thinking the other day, we never got up to Attenborough being a
as
pirate.
a pirate.
Yeah.
No. And we never and we talked about this last episode, in fact.
Yeah.
We never saw what's his name uses his eye lasers.
Exactly. There's so much content we're missing out on. Yeah.
Yeah, the future is bright for JoJo's World. A thing people always say when they're optimistic about the future.
What? The future is bright.
Yeah.
The future's looking good. The future has big grills in its teeth. And I like that, you know? Can we talk about Elisa Liao's weird piercing in her mouth?
I don't know anything
You know
just said.
that Olympian girl who's like figure skating memester?
I don't, but go on.
There's a figure skater named Elisa Lau, I think is how you pronounce
Okay.
it. Elisa Lau, I can't remember. But she is like absolute fucking goated based human.
She's king shit of Skate Mountain.
Yes, 100%. But she has a piercing in her mouth that for the longest time I was like, oh, weird that this 20-something-year-old has grills. Probably not that weird, whatever. And then someone was like, no, they're piercings. And I was like, why would you pierce your teeth? Like, why would you get like a gem in your tooth? No, it's a piercing. Sorry for anyone who's mildly squeamish.
Me.
You know the flap at the front of your mouth,
I don't need this, Nick.
in between.
Skip to the end.
So there's just this piercing that sits here, and it just dangles,
Okay.
like against her teeth. That's crazy, right?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm that squeamish.
You're that squeamish guy. You listen to a Junji Ito podcast, and you go,
one of the many Junji Ito fiction podcasts that exist. And then someone made a scary face.
and you're like,
But it was
Talk
like
ab-
weirdly mundane, but also alienating.
and then you immediately on the bus, full volume, go, talk about the post! Just
me
get
about the
back to
post."
the post! What are you doing?
We love the principal post.
God, I want that house, man. So,
So,
the
dun
year
dun dun. Oh,
2025.
2025.
2024? I can't remember when Dandadan's set.
Oh, I see. I don't know.
The year today.
The not too distant future.
We are in the house?
Yeah, Momo's house.
Momo's house. And Jiji is at the door.
Yeah. So,
Engine valve.
rocket engine valve.
Rocket engine valve.
Still didn't really get a clear answer on where that was from, but we're going to move on.
Yeah.
This Jiji, he's got like a bowl cut, bright red hair.
My
He's
boy.
annoying. He's got
How
a soccer
dare you.
ball in his...
In his backpack.
Yep.
Strapped on there. He's
He's a jock.
really like bubbly
He's
energy.
giving like K-pop star. in the
Yes.
way he strikes these poses
Yes,
and like does these
100%.
little catchphrases.
Yeah, he's very
I
like,
guess J-pop, but you know what I mean.
yeah, he's very like, ooh,
He's
aren't
BTS.
you wonderful? Yes, except for that one guy in BTS who's always like, I'm just sort of here.
He's K-pop Demon Hunters.
He's K-pop Demon
He's
Hunters.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
He's cake pop Jiji
He's
Hunter.
caked up Demon Hunters.
He's cucked.
He's cucked,
pumped.
ducked.
He's cucked, pumped Jiji Hunter.
He's cucked, chopped Demon Hunter.
He is. I want a slice of that cucked, chopped Demon Hunter.
Cut me up a slice of that cuck.
Hey, listen, you can't have your
Wing
cuck.
cuck.
You can't have your cuck and eat it too. I'm just saying, like. So he's there being all like, Mama!
He's always saying in this episode, tanks, like thanks.
Yeah.
And
Trying to be cute.
he's doing like mispronunciation stuff. I don't really know exactly what the translation move is here, but
I think it must be like, there must be cutesy vibes.
Yeah.
And like, oh, but I'm just a little
I
boy.
thought, I was listening to it, so I know this isn't the case. It seemed to me like something they could have done if he was like saying like thank you in English in a really exaggerated way or something.
Yeah. And I know like later I think Momo's playing along with it and says thank you but in English.
Yeah, I mean,
in the
she's
Japanese
kind
dub.
of nonplussed by
Yeah.
him for this first episode, but then next episode it's just like they're pals again.
Yeah. Because she's like, why are you here?
So he's back. He's like, Momo, you're such a cutie. He's striking these poses. Everyone's kind of like, what? And we do get the exposition from Momo, making it explicit. He was the very boy that she liked that made fun of her chi ritual
Oh my god.
that upset her so
my
and
God.
caused her to become estranged from Granny.
Oh my god.
Cunt.
He
Destroy him!
slice me up a piece. So he's like super duper like, I'm just here now. What's up, everyone? And then I think Seiko in the background is like, oh yeah, his parents have been hospitalized.
And they do this bit with her probably like 6 times this episode, where he compliments something about Seiko's appearance or her cooking or her home, and she's like, oh, Gigi, I didn't know you were so smart.
I didn't know you were some kind of genius.
Yeah.
And like it just
keeps going.
There's a great bit where he's eating and he just says, oh my god, your food is so good. And then she's like, wow, you really are a genius. Eat up, pulls out more food.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, your aunt's so wise and smart. It's like, wow, you really are a genius. Have more food, pulls out more food.
And then they basically just do a little micro scene to explain why Ira isn't in these episodes anymore.
Oh,
which is
so
the
good.
camera just pans over to her looking thoughtful and serious, and she's like, is he another demon? Is Momo drawing dark forces to her to prepare for Ragnarok?
She's scheming. I know she's scheming
And
something.
then she basically like runs screaming into the night, being like, I'll assemble my own adventuring party too!
And then she runs off. And then
Barefoot into the night.
and that's a wrap on her until the end of the season.
Yep.
Just out of nowhere, she's gone.
What a character.
We fucking love Ira here.
I
We
wanted
hate Ira, but
I
we
wanted
love
her to come
Ira.
back next season with like a bunch of like
Croons.
homeless guys and like obviously a mobster and
You want her to
like
become...
a 3-year-old, just like a bunch of
Yeah.
weirdos she's assembled as like her heroes of justice or whatever.
You want her to become like Sherlock Holmes in terms of, no, I've got my homeless network now.
No,
and it's
I
just
want her
but
to.
it's terrible.
I want her to be like assembling the Sailor Scouts, but
Yeah.
she just ends up with an array of weirdos.
It's like, literally, I've got some ragtags,
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
got some failures, and I've got this
I've
guy.
got the only people who would listen to me about my crazy bullshit.
There's a lady who wasn't talking, but I've dragged her along, and she hasn't moved, but I tell you what, she's not that heavy, so I brought her along anyway.
Yeah, there's one of the anatomy dummies from this episode.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Yeah, whatever. Okarun walks home, and it's a long, lingering shot of him walking into the darkness because he feels threatened by this new sexually assertive boy who's entered the show.
Poor Okarun. If only he wasn't so relatable.
And the subplot of these 2 episodes with Okarun is that he feels threatened and jealous of the confident, vivacious Jiji and his history with Momo.
yeah, it's classic, there's an old fling,
Like I said,
love life
childhood
thing.
friend, classic love rival rom-com
Yeah.
setup. You see it in Japanese romance media all the time.
Yeah. But, crucially, Momo's all like, hey.
Momo's just not that into him.
Yeah, Momo is like, hey, Okarun, and then just like waves.
You gotta, like,
like
prompting
long,
him, like making serious eyes at her
And
hand
then-
that she's waving.
and he's like, "What?" And like points at the wave, and it's like, "What?
You gotta say goodbye to me, bitch.
You got to say see you tomorrow." And he's like, "Oh, I guess I'll see you tomorrow."
Man, she's so down bad for him, and he can't tell at all.
Liam, we've all been that. We've all been. Literally, if someone in high school was like, "Nick, you're going to go out with me tonight," I'd say, "Oh, but I'm not. I'm, and then I would just walk away. That'd be it.
Yep.
We've all been there.
Momo and Jiji are doing the dishes. He apologizes for being rude as a child because now he's seen a ghost.
A ghost.
And he exposits after his family moved away in middle school to their isolated mountain property.
Which seems very normal.
Yep. A lot of bad shit started to happen. He got a bad feeling in the house, especially like in the bathroom and the toilet. And then he saw a big scary ghost with sideways eyes.
Oh my God.
And his parents got super sick. And he called about 5 well-renowned spiritual mediums to try and exorcise the house. And 3 of them committed suicide.
Oh no. So we get like a lot of shots of the house at this point, I
Yeah.
think, and all the mediums like doing their thing, and then some shots of like them hanging themselves from
bloody
the tree.
railroad tracks.
Yeah, and it's like, oh no.
That's cool. That's good vibes. I love the design. That is good vibes-based storytelling.
The purity of like, yes, that's good vibes. Yeah.
I love the design of some of these spirit mediums. Like, there's a cool, woman standing in the middle of a lake with a red coat on. And
Is this the Shrine Maiden one, or is that
No.
a different one? Oh.
there's a guy dressed like a Shinto priest. There's a guy who just looks like a businessman on the train.
Yep.
I don't know for sure, because obviously I've only seen this episode half an hour ago.
Yeah.
I feel like they are probably pulling, from some, well-known, exorcist characters as archetypes here.
Absolutely. We all watched whatever the Battle Beetle were back in the day. You know those beetles? The beetle one?
Look, I do have to say, I know you're talking about Big Bad Beetle books.
Yeah, and
but
they-
also, whatever the Battle Beetle.
Yeah. But they lived in a haunted house. I'm sure there were some exorcist characters that showed up in that to fight against.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all connected, Liam. It's all
One
connected.
just very brief minor shot of Granny Psycho and Turbo Granny both watching TV together and laughing uproariously at their traditional Japanese comedy.
Yep.
It's nice that they're friends now.
They both love the idiot Shogun.
That's
They're
right.
both old grannies.
That's right.
But yeah, no, tragic backstory for Jiji. His parents have been hospitalized for some reason. No idea
Because
why.
of some sort of
Ghost.
bio curse.
Yeah. Some sort of bio weapon has infected.
That's right. They've got the
Them.
T-virus. They've become the nemesis.
They've become the people that you see off screen in the sense that you don't see them. And they're all like...
And they're like, wah, 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 wah.
Exactly.
Yes, ma'am.
Exactly. They are the Charlie Brown parents.
Yeah.
And they've been hospitalized. So bad times for Jiji, but he's going to live here now for a little while. But then Seiko's all like, oh yeah, I'm not going to go exercise that shit.
Because he's hoped all the 2 surviving spiritual mediums were like, the only person we know of who could possibly deal with this is
Granny Seiko.
what's her full name? Psycho.
It's Ayase,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, sure. And then so that's what he's here to ask for help with. But then it turns out, as we know, as has been exposited at length, her powers only work in Kamigawa City. So
As we
she's
know.
like, Momo, you can do it.
Yeah.
If you do that, I'll buy you as many school uniforms as you need.
Also, it might be linked to the Golden Ball.
It could be.
It could be linked to the Golden
Could
Ball.
be linked to the Golden Ball.
Which we would love. We would love.
to find that Golden Ball.
Man, let me tell you, this episode, no, not this, next episode, nut. Good scene. But we'll get there.
Okay, I just don't really know what that adds to the podcast.
It's a good scene. It's a good bit.
We cut to Gigi's classic newly transferred to high school introduction scene, and once again, he's just kind of stunting all over the room and charming everyone.
He straight up is so energetic.
I said to you around this point, he's either nature's purest himbo,
Yep.
or he's secretly incredibly evil. And at this point, there's just no way to know which.
It much like the JoJo schedule. There's no way to know anything about what the fuck is going on.
That's right. He's flirting with all the ladies, including Momo's friends.
Oh, 100%. Is this is in school when he's getting introduced?
Yeah.
And at the front, the teacher is literally like, so we have a new student. His name is Jiji, and he's like, hello everyone. And then the teacher's like, yeah,
Oh no,
Yeah,
this is
okay.
terrible. So he says, okay, I'm going to quote this. I'm Jin and Joji, call me Jiji. Mm-hmm. He strikes a pose and people react. And then he says, He like contorts his spine so that his head is upside down, points at a girl in the first row. You're such a cutie. My parents are both in the hospital right now. If I don't get your contact info, it'll kill me.
Do you think he's evil or do you think he's pure?
I think he's pure.
You think
But
he's
I'm
pure?
willing to be proven wrong.
You gotta take a stand somewhere. Do you think my boy Joji is a good man?
Gigi.
Do you think my boy Jiji,
He's having a sort of he's having a Bozarre adventure.
a Bozarre?
Gigi's Bozarre adventure.
I think he's having more of a bimbo adventure.
That's right, himbo.
Sorry, he's having a himbo adventure in the sense that it's Gigi's himbo
Adventure.
exorcism. It's one syllable too long. Exorcism is one syllable too long. What's another word for exorcism? I need to make this joke work.
Okay, well, you just workshop that for 10 to 15 minutes and I'll go on my phone.
I got this. I got this in my brain. So, yeah, he's introducing himself to the class. The teacher's not having any of it. And then he says for no reason whatsoever that they're living together.
Yeah, he's like, the teacher is all, you go sit next to Ayase because you guys are relatives or something, right?
And he's like, we're living together. We're family.
We're in a parentally approved relationship.
And everyone's like, oh my God. And Momo's like, oh my
It's a bit like how
God.
in, you know Ranma?
Run. No.
The show where the boy, if he gets wet, he turns into a girl.
Oh, yes. I know exactly the one you're talking
In
about.
that, he's like part of a childhood arranged marriage with his fiancée, whatever her name is.
It's probably a moisture pun.
No.
Oh, damn.
Why would it be a moisture pun?
Because if he gets wet, he turns into a thing. So then if her name is like a moisture pun, it'd be like, oh no, if I like, hug you.
And what's your favourite moisture pun, Nick?
It's a great question. A great question. I got this. Hang on, wait. I'm thinking of sources of water now. There's rain, there's a lake, there's an ocean,
It's not a lake, it's an ocean.
precipitation, sedimentary rock does good things with water. Fountain. Liam, I got nothing. I got no other knowledge of water.
Great, not what I asked you. Okarun's in his class, and the teacher is describing the word jealous as an adjective, and it has thematic links to what he's feeling.
What could it mean?
Not much to say about this scene, but I do like, as Okarun is spiraling in his jealousy, the camera is like spanning between all the little cartoons he's drawn in his notebook of like
Jiji and Momo sitting in a
going
tree.
surfing together,
I think one of them is them gambling.
yeah, riding bikes together, hang gliding, but then also Turbo Granny and the crab, and
He's very
he's just
distracted
really
at school.
sketching it up.
Yeah, and then he crosses it all off, has a slight mental breakdown, puts his hands over his head, slams his head into the desk, and he's all like,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking
And we cut
mess.
to lunchtime, he's doing push-ups, he's like, I gotta do push-ups to win my true love.
I'm going to distract myself by distracting myself.
But then Momo shows up because, as he always forgets, she does want to hang out with him.
And he's like, Momo, what are you doing here? You're not meant to be here. You're meant to be with Gigi. You love each other so much. And then she's like,
I'll feed you if you want.
and he's like,
And then Gigi's there, and he's like, I bought you some water-flavored yogurt or whatever.
yeah, old yogurt.
Yogurt-flavored water.
Nostalgic food. And Momo's like, holy shit, I haven't seen that in years.
And Okarun walks
Walks away.
sadly into the darkness around the corner of the building and encounters the plot of the episode.
There is a running man. A running man who I think his name is...
I don't... Oh, yeah, we did get a name for him. It was Taro.
I thought that was the lady.
No, that's Hana.
Hana, you're right, yeah. So Taro here...
We don't get his name till the end, but it's
No,
just going to
but
be easier.
yeah, Taro is a running man.
He's a
An
biology
anatomical-
class and anatomy dummy.
Yeah, so...
And he's sprinting along the outside of the school buildings.
yeah, he's one of those ones that you can, like, take apart.
Yeah, yeah.
But he's fully assembled right now. Half of him is muscle.
So this
other half
was
is skin.
interesting to me when I saw it, because I do wonder if this is like a recurring urban legend in Japan or something, at least in recent years.
The running...
Like seeing, like, if you go to school at night, I hear the anatomy dummy runs around or whatever.
Yeah.
Only because in Lost Judgment, the Yakuza spin-off game, where you play as a private detective who gets very involved in a private high school,
So familiar.
one of the side quests involves rumours of the anatomy dummy running around the halls at night.
Huh.
And when you go in there, you chase it through the school halls. And it turns out it's a student who's failing the class and decided to disguise himself as the anatomy dummy overnight so that he can sneak in and get the test answers.
Why are all of the games so good? Like, why is it... Like, I remember when I was playing Yakuza 0, and for the first maybe like half of the game, I was like, Liam doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. These games are so dumb. They're
then it
so
clicks.
silly. And then something happens that makes you go...
Then you see Tachibana Real Estate be like, I'm using the world to turn out lights.
And then suddenly you're like, why do I feel emotions? Why do I feel joy? Why? Oh my god.
So anyway, the fact that both of those, the only two depictions of these things I've seen in any media, both involve them running around the school at night. That leads me to believe this might be like a thing.
I mean, I don't know if it feels like eerie.
You can never just let me have it, can you?
Never. It's like eerie anatomical things are like pretty common, right? Like not just humans, but like anything that you can pull apart and you're like, there's a body part in there. Like, ugh, weird. So I figure it might just link back to things being creepy, man.
I don't see how that is an argument with what I'm saying. You're
think
phrasing it like you're arguing with me, but the thing you're saying is agreeing with me.
I don't think it's necessarily like the anatomy doll is a thing that isn't Japanese like folklore or anything like that.
I'm not saying folklore.
Or like an urban legend or something. I think it's just in those two games specifically, in the game and this show specifically, it has happened, but I think it runs deeper. I think there's something weirder at play.
Oh, a conspiracy?
I think Big Anatomy doesn't want you to know that something else is happening. Also because I don't see a reference on the Dandadan wiki about any like folklore-y thing, so I'm thinking, maybe not. But that's all my sources.
Well, Nick, I'm on the urbanlegends.fandom.com.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Page Mysterious of Anatomy Model, also known as Jintai Moke. Location: high school in Japan. Status: impossible myth. Circulated since presence. This website is bullshit. The Mysterious of Anatomy Model is a mysterious entity that has become a common at Japan urban legend in school settings, particularly in East Asian cultures.
Why is it of anatomy?
It's just not well written.
Okay.
There might be some English as second language stuff going on here, potentially.
Yeah. My favourite kind of English.
But it also appears in Ghost Stories anime.
Oh, really?
So, Nick, it looks like Liam, was the one who was right after all.
No, this can't be. This can't be real. This can't be happening. He's done it again. He can't keep getting away with this.
He draws basic trends from things he's seen in the past.
He keeps drawing these trap cards, and he keeps playing them.
Anyway, that's neat.
Yeah, okay.
So there's this guy. He's sprinting, he's running, and he's yelling things like, "Get out of my way! Don't stop me!"
We cannot emphasize enough. He's yelling.
He's yelling a lot.
He's yelling so much. I love this guy.
Ocarina sees him, like, turns 180 degrees and starts running away. But then the guy's like, "Get out of my way!" and, like, pushes him aside.
And then he is about to run through Momo and Jiji.
Jiji jumps to the side. Momo is preparing to stop him with her psychic powers.
And Gigi's like, "No, get out of the way, Momo!"
And he does a big old hero tackle.
Yeah, tries to get Momo out of the way because he's, a good friend.
Yeah.
He's a good
And he pushes her over
hero.
and the guy just leaps over them both.
But
as he leaps over...
But a beautiful golden shimmer.
A distinctive glint from between his legs as she looks up into the gooch zone.
Could that be a Gintama?
Could it be that one of Ken Takakura's precious golden balls has animated this anatomy dummy?
Could it be that by following this of anatomy dummy, I don't know what
that's right, Nick.
This mysterious of anatomy dummy, that
we could retrieve the other side quest item. Hell, main quest item.
And lo, behold the rest of the episode.
That's right.
So
they do a chase.
They do a hell of a chase here. Momo basically uses her psychic powers as a sort of
grapple
lasso, kind of.
And then they're being pulled along beside his incredible speed.
Yeah.
Okarun goes to the school boundaries, takes off his shoes. Beautiful shot of his feet becoming long and grey as he transforms. And the William Hell Overture once starts up again. And we do a little chase sequence.
Yeah, so there's
and all the time
bits.
Gigi's like, "Whoa, what is going on?" Oh.
There's some good bits where like Momo has to dodge some power lines, so grabs Okarun, but then they run into the power lines anyway, but they can't stop the guy because he's too powerful.
And because he's like a plastic dummy, he's got this really like upright, rigid sprinting posture, which is
so good.
quite entertaining to watch.
So good.
So I guess we should describe him in case people aren't fully familiar, but like one side of his body is just like normal human body, and then the other half is like skin cut away so you can see
the
like musculature and organs underneath.
Yeah. As we see during the chase, he can fall apart and then reform.
Yeah, reassemble himself, because these things are made to be taken apart.
Exactly. And it's like every organ like goes into its right spot. It's
Yeah.
all anatomically correct, but they're all very limited in the range of motion that they have. So like, as you were saying, his arms can only go like up and down. His mouth only goes up and down like a nutcracker.
Yeah, so true.
So whenever he's talking or yelling, it's just open.
Yeah.
So good.
And look, what do? They do a few little different stunts, like Okarun's jumping from the top of cars, and at one point, he gets Momo and Jiji onto his back.
Jiji starts punching because it's like, a demon!
Yeah.
And it's like, no, that's Okarun.
He should team up with Ira.
Yeah, I'm scared of what would happen if that.
Too powerful.
Too
spiritually and
beautifully
mentally
stupid.
pure. Too smooth a brain.
Maybe both of them are evil geniuses, but this is what an evil genius looks like. It's
That's
just
right.
a beautiful dumb himbo.
They get on to the roof and they all brace themselves against the edge of the gutter and tear up the roof tiles as Momo uses her mind hands to grab the guy and squeeze, and that's when he disassembles himself.
Yep.
He keeps going.
And then as he gets away, basically.
Yeah, look, it's a fun chase sequence. I don't feel like it's high stakes enough that we really need to beat by beat it.
Yeah,
but
basically at the end, Momo starts punching something in her hand, and we hear the screams of this muscle flesh guy. And then they walk for a bit, punches the hand again. It's like, oh!
Yeah, like in a video game where you need to use sound to find something.
Exactly. And they wind up at a landfill.
Yeah, they sneak into this rubbish dump. And he's there, and Momo reveal. I thought it was going to be like, because he's got the golden ball between his legs, he doesn't have his own testicles, and Momo found those and has been
Right.
crushing them. But no, she's got his heart in his hand.
Yeah.
In her hand.
Which would hurt a lot.
Yeah, and he's been squeezing it and punching it to make him scream so they can follow the noise.
Yeah.
And look, some stuff happens.
Some beautiful drama.
They're talking him down, and they're like, we'll give you your heart back, but we wanted to check out that ball because it might be Okarun's. There's some Japanese wordplay here where like Jiji keeps thinking like dirty jokes are in now because it's so out of the loop.
It's our discussion on Gintama is a pun for testicles.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah. But he's all like, no, I don't have time. My love is
we
here.
hear another voice come from the trash, Hana. And she's like, no, don't come here, Taro. You'll become rubbish too.
No, I must. It is...
And he climbs up the trash heap, and everything we see with these two interacting is like framed against the setting sun, like golden hour beauty. And they're both just confessing that their love for each other, these two living anatomy dummies.
It's so good. It's so good.
So it turns out the golden ball didn't bring him to life. He was just possessed or spiritually alive.
Yeah, he was just there.
For normal reasons.
Yeah.
And
it's all framed like Bold and the Beautiful, over dramatic.
Melodrama.
But I love you. This is it. And it's like...
And their frank discussion of their love for each other causes Okarun to reflect on the fact that he's in love with Momo and he can't let her go to this new himbo.
He has to fight for her.
That's right. Japanese people in romantic shows love saying things like, I won't lose this fight to their love rival.
That's why Naruto and Sasuke keep saying, I won't lose this fight to each other.
Is that when they're fighting each other?
Yeah. They're like, I'm not going to lose this fight. And then I'm pretty sure every time I see them fight, they both lose to each other at the same time.
Because you can never let the rivalry go. You've got to keep the secret source going. I've never watched Naruto.
Yeah. I think, literally every single time I watch anything to do with Naruto and they meet each other, they both lose. And then Sasuke's all like...
And then Orochimaru is like, I win after all.
Unless... Yeah, he does, doesn't he? And he's all like, I'm a snake man, long tongue. And you're like, I get the long tongue. We don't need the long tongue again. It's like, but what about if it was a snake? And you're like, God damn it, Orochimaru.
Start the next episode. Sorry, go.
I gotta tell you, there's one episode where Orochimaru literally shows up out of nowhere.
I'm Orochimaru.
And then he gets absolutely fucking blasted in about 10 seconds. And his way of escaping is him being like, but I was a snake all along. And then I'm pretty sure he gets blasted immediately after. It's like, my snakes!
Is that like how everyone else turns into logs? He turns into snakes?
Yeah, pretty much. Because he loves being a snake. He loves it. He craves
I've always loved the sexy slither of a lady snake.
I love the feel of a snake in my hands, if you know what I mean. Hiss, hiss. This is just a normal, everyday, literal snake. And you're like, okay, go back to the innuendo. It's like, no, snake. And then it's like, snakes everywhere.
Bought myself a pack of snakes alive the other day.
Oh,
they were all dead.
Oh no!
It's one of that's the famous Dave Hughes joke.
Yeah, but about those poor
Yeah,
snakes.
we had a memorial
Those poor
service.
oh my god, Liam.
Deeply emotional.
If I had a packet of snakes alive,
I
I'd treat
called
them
the RSPCA on that snake seller.
Allen's needs to be taken down. The makers of Snakes Alive.
Thank you.
The confectionery company that, frankly, has no morals.
That's right.
If they aren't stopped for this travesty, Dave Hughes will continue to make this joke.
He has to be stopped.
He has to be stopped somewhere.
Look, okay. Start of next episode.
Yes.
They're all once again in the sitting room groveling before Granny Psycho, being like, "Can we keep the female anatomy dummy, please?"
You were quite pleased because you thought this was
I thought it was going to be one and done.
Yeah, you thought, oh, the anatomy dummies, that's it. The thematic stuff is
Yeah.
done. And then you saw this and went, oh, I'm so back.
They've salvaged the thrown away female anatomy dummy Hannah and have bargained with the male one Taro that if they keep her at his place, at their place,
Yeah, he can just
he
visit.
can visit overnight.
Yeah.
And in exchange, they've confirmed that he had a Christmas ornament between his legs.
So not the golden ball.
Yes.
It's still somewhere out there.
Psycho's like, we've already got a cat. Why do I want an anatomy dummy? And Turbo Granny's like, hey. And I don't quite remember how we transitioned from her saying hey to that. But then as the scene continues, she just starts kicking the shit out of Jiji in the background.
like
in
straight
a
up one of the
fun
main-
bit of physical comedy.
Yeah, like one of the main shots is Jiji getting obliterated.
She's doing her drop kicks on him.
Yeah. And he's all like, no, get off me. But he's not really fighting back at all. And I think Seiko is like, fine, we can keep the dummy. Whatever.
Yeah, so the first half of this episode, not a lot happens. They,
I think...
Okarun keeps grappling with his feelings for Seiko and his, for Momo.
Yep.
And
But we all grapple with
she's
it,
just
Seiko.
being normal friends with Jiji currently, and he's getting jealous, but he's also being more assertive.
Yeah. He's trying to, like, get in the
He's
way
like
of
pulling
those
lint
two.
out of her hair.
Yep.
And then Okarun runs up and is like, I also found lint in your hair. And they start doing like
Boundary setting.
baseball, soccer boundary calls
I
or
think this
baseball like safe.
Well, I don't think this is the baseball. I think this is a sumo thing.
Sure, but they both
I
just
don't know.
they both just start doing
Yeah,
it around
they
the
do it.
room,
And
like,
then they do it
Okarun's
around
doing it
Momo.
like posturing at first,
Yeah.
and then as far as I can tell, Gigi's just like, "Hey, that looks fun. I'll do it too."
Yeah, and then they both start doing it around Momo, and Momo's like, "What the fuck is wrong with you
Stupid
two?"
boys.
Um,
So long
yeah.
story short, she asks Okarun to come with her to do the exorcism because she can't do it by herself. Too
yeah,
scary.
he is all like, "You two are going to Gigi's house alone," and she's like, "No, I was going to ask you.
Yeah,
Come on down."
and they take the train, and the train scene's great.
The bullet train.
There's a lot that happens on the train. Oh, there is a brief cutaway, and I'm assuming this would have been like the end joke of a manga chapter or something.
Yeah. And joke.
Some students are going to go use a Ouija board
Oh,
in school
this.
at night,
Yes.
and they get scared by the anatomy dummy running around the halls at night.
No.
He runs out the window, takes the train, and is running to Momo's house, gets hit by a car, and is super late, so she stays up all night with the woman waiting, and then wakes as the rising sun alerts her to their making out.
Because he's covered in like foliage.
Because he got hit by a car and was shattered, and
Smashed
I
to
assume had
pieces.
to reassemble himself.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I
Gigi
thought-
can't sleep
Yeah.
because Clan will eat him.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
what I
huge,
thought you meant. Yeah.
Yeah, huge slender man in his room
Yeah,
staring at him all night.
The big sideways eyes ghost is there, just watching over him.
Nick, I mentioned this to you before recording, but I recently learnt via friend of the show, Bradley, that the original Slender Man photos, as posted on Something Awful forums,
Yeah.
were based on photography taken in Perth's city of Stirling, our very own backyard.
Do we know where in the city? Because presumably a park. but-
I mean, yeah, a park. I don't know the exact one, but I saw photo comparisons online.
yeah. Interesting.
Yeah,
That's cool lore. And now I don't want to go to
Slender
Stirling.
Man's a personality.
He wasn't big enough to make it in Hollywood. He wasn't big enough to make it kind of on TV. But you bet he was an online sensation.
That's right.
Much like John Robertson, who hosted YCon 2000 and...
Sure.
I want to say 6 through...
You know, Slender Man was really history's first podcaster.
God damn. God damn. We're cutting deep now.
Okay, so some train adventures. They play Old Maid together.
Yep. Okarun's really bad at it
Yep.
because the two of them know each other too well.
Gigi's stocked up on a heap of city folk candy that he's taken a big bag full
Yeah,
home with.
Momo's all like, "Oh, this makes me so nostalgic.
Yeah,
Where did you
from
even
the old
find
sweet
these?"
store they used to go to, and the old lady still does the same joke about giving you way too much change. It's good gear. That's good gear. That's good gear.
It's good stuff. As someone who lived in the hills, that's good stuff.
Yeah, the Pines, going to the Pines.
Oh,
and being
going to
like,
the Pines.
And your change is $500.
And you're like, you might have dementia, old man.
Okarun starts fixating on the word nut and zones out for like 2 hours.
And then eventually Momo's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And he's like, "Nut!"
And he resolves, I genuinely like this scene. He resolves he's got to be interesting and talk too. So he loudly declares, incredible Dr. Sean Murphy from The Good Doctor vibes here, if you know what I'm saying. He loudly
think I see what you're
and
driving at
awkwardly
here, buddy.
declares, I will now talk about Tsuchinokos.
You immediately went, oh, "Nick, Tsuchinoko."
Tsuchinoko real.
So he exclaims that big serpent, UMA. I think UMA, or at least cryptid.
He says
Big,
UMA a lot. I don't remember what that stands for.
unidentified something.
Unidentified
something.
man animal.
Yeah, unidentified meme animal. So he's saying that...
I'm getting Google results for Uma Thurman.
So he's talking like, not a crazy person, but someone who really likes crazy things.
Unidentified mysterious animal. It's the Japanese term for a cryptid, allegedly.
Right.
And so he pulls out his UMA magazine.
Big snake. Huge snake. Giant
Actually,
snake.
even gorillas were UMAs until 100 years ago. So Tsuchinokos could be the next gorilla.
Ooh.
And I genuinely like how both of them, the other two listening, are genuinely super interested in this.
Yeah, Jiji is like, holy shit.
Yeah, did you hear about the kappa?
And then
no,
Okarun immediately is like, Kappas.
So
Kappas
yeah,
are...
what happens is Gigi's like, yeah, there's a Tsuchinoko shrine in the town we moved to.
Oh, that's right. And he's like, yeah, did you know there's actually also a shrine for mummified Kappas as well? Yeah, Kappas also have shrines. That's not a big thing, being a Tsuchinoko shrine.
And Jiji grabs the magazine. He's like, wow, that means kappas exist. Wow.
And
like,
Okarun's
these
like...
two just like became best friends.
Yeah, Okarun is then like, wait, is he cool?
Is he cool?
Is Jiji?
They're having their
sick?
own little stepbrothers moment.
Yes. And he's like, hey, you're my friend, right, Okarun? He's like, what? It's like, yeah.
But I've never had a friend before.
It's like, well, you're Momo's friend, so you can be my friend. We're friends now.
So,
friends.
yeah, I think that's a genuinely nice scene.
Yeah. Because Okarun's like, wait, I'm not getting between them because...
He just had to find his own freaks.
Exactly. You have to match your freak, if you know what I'm saying.
They get to this town. The vibes are incredibly off.
So there's...
It's all built around a mountain. It's like the, do you recall? The mountain chateau
Why would you even ask me that question?
in Thus Spoke Kashibe Rohan.
The one with the drink...
He had
the
to go
blood
there and eat
drinking...
the corn cob.
That wasn't blood drinking.
No, it was the corn cob
Oh,
challenge.
the weird big-eyed kid.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's giving the same vibes as the mountain chateau.
Yes. 100%. Where it's like...
Scary mountain town where things just aren't right.
There's something about this
It's
place.
Silent Hill F. It's
giving me Silent Hill full stop. Something ain't right about this town.
maybe it's another Japanese thing because I know there's a lot of like dying rural towns because of population issues.
Is this what Dark Souls is based off?
No.
The Twilight of the Towns?
That's right. Maybe there is like a growing, and this is just wild speculation, growing open
course.
mythology about like ghost towns and shit in Japan where
Yeah.
because and this isn't the same thing, but it seems of akin to me. Like I know there's that Japanese town where the population has heavily declined, where some of the few remaining residents have started putting like dummies everywhere, mannequins.
Oh, that's weird.
That feels similar to me to all these big head weird fake looking residents.
Yeah, okay. The ones who are just like looking at them through the window
Yeah,
but
yeah.
never engaging
So as
with
we
them.
see, there's a bunch of residents that they pass by that all have like dead looking fake skin, big heads. One of them is like an old lady in a store side shop holding a rifle over her shoulder.
Yeah, it's weird. They're very weird and very unsettling.
They're clearly aliens or ghosts or some shit. but
Yeah.
We'll find out. We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. So they have to ascend some
They
stairs.
keep going upstairs and they're going through Torii gates as well.
Yep.
And we know what that means.
It's not a film to be taken literally.
It's spiritual.
It's spiritual. It can have some abstract metaphors going on.
They're traversing from the land of the mundane to the land of the gods and spirits. Look at this shot I've got here, Nick.
Okay.
It's just all the townsfolk watching them as they pass by through windows and like from shop stoops.
Yeah.
Incredibly cursed vibes.
Did you not get this while we were living in Perth at any point? You get some weirdos that are looking at you through some windows and they're like, keep walking, hair boy. Yeah, that's how... That's our friend Kieran's dad.
Anyway,
Anyway,
they have to keep going upstairs because turns out he basically lives at the top of the mountain.
yeah, he lives literally at the top, like the tippy top of the mountain.
At least of the town.
So that first, Gigi's all like, slurp a derp, run up some stairs.
He's like dabbing at the base of the stairs because
Yeah.
he's super fit.
And he runs up these stairs, and so Okra and Momo are like, okay, up we go. And they're really exhausted. And then Gigi's all like, slurp a derp, and then runs up another set of stairs.
We can all agree. Slurp-a-dur.
Slurp a derp. And by the time they get there, Okra and Momo are like, fuck. There's too many stairs, man.
There's a little encounter on the front doorstep of the house in the front yard, where like Gigi's like, "Hey, can you see any weird aura around the house?" They can't, but as Okurin is picking himself up off the ground to go inside, he sees something glinting from the bushes. But before he can investigate it, Momo's like, "Hey, Okurin, you coming in?"
Yes, yep. And then we see the weirdos.
Yeah, the weird townsfolk have followed them to the house and are all standing in the bushes, grinning these huge, sinister grins.
What could it mean?
It reminds me of, I just don't know enough about what we're dealing with and what the second half of this arc is going to be. And also Japan, I guess.
Yep.
Look, of the enemies that turn up at night in Mystical Ninja Goemon 2, who are like weird blue-green spirits with huge grins.
So, I don't remember these guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull them up, but Google's being recalcitrant.
Why have people started saying this word?
I'm all the time saying
You've always said it, but people have...
I'm a trendsetter. I'm a tastemaker.
You're a Twitter user. Well, not anymore, but, you know. Because I thought they were just blue big ghosts that just sort of floated around, but not with big smile. I thought they were like, "Ooh." What the fuck is that guy? What the fuck is that guy?
That's the enemy that type that would appear at night. It's a little grinning blue-green ghost.
I have literally no recollection of that
Sandals
guy.
on.
Well, you got to have sandals on. You're not going to walk out there barefoot in the middle of the night, you know? What if you step on a rock? Your little ghost feet are going to be like, bleh.
Ghost feet.
You've heard of only feet. Now ghost feet. Only spectral feet.
Only fans. Is that anything?
That's something. That's
These
good.
are the jokes, people.
Listen, you got to back your own jokes. God knows I do.
Okay, that's all I got.
Disappointing. But now we know. There is a ghost guy. He wears sandals. What a lad.
Reminds me of them. Can't get a full source on their name, but the grin is similar to my mind.
Yeah. They have an unnerving, sort of unnatural, inhuman smile
That's right.
that makes us
It's
go.
literally glowing in this shot.
They look-
their skin is grey and dead, but their teeth are bright and glowing.
Yeah, they look like sagging flesh sacks with
Sure.
like they're kind of they look like huts in a way, in that they've got like huge amount of skin.
Jowly.
Yeah, very jowly. Yeah.
Anyway,
yeah.
they go inside. There's another bit of comedy where Momo flops down on the couch and like emotionally manipulates Jiji to go and get her some orange juice after he gives her a massage.
by just asking.
And then is immediately like, Okurin, come sit with me.
And so Okurin's like, oh my god, this
And
is
then
my
he
chance.
comes and sits down and she's immediately like, well, I'm going to the hot springs. Bye.
He's like, what? It's like, get along with
Because
Gigi.
They passed volcanic hot springs in the
Yeah.
town on the way up.
Yeah.
She immediately leaves.
And it's like, just get along with Gigi. You
Yeah.
two will be great together.
And she's thinking to herself, hey, those two look like they could be friends. I want to give them a chance to.
Yeah.
But I also want to check out these hot springs.
Yeah. She's very like, I just get in the way. It's fine.
And, as I jokingly turned and said to you, at the sort of the two of them staring at each other, I jokingly turned to Nick and said, so you want to play Halo 2? Gigi says, so you want to play some football?
And so they start playing soccer.
Yeah. And they develop their relationship over the course of it. Not necessarily in a positive way.
Yeah, so it starts with Okurin being taught how to kick the ball.
He's very apologetic and nervous.
And then immediately Gigi goes, so you're in love with Momo?
He's like, no, I just respect her.
Oh, yeah.
Great. Well, I'm in love with her. Oh, yeah, well, so am I.
Well, I love her face and personality. It's like, yeah, well, I respect. It's like, yeah,
And they go on.
they go on for a while and they
They
get
start
into a bit of a-
wrestling.
Yeah. And then after a little while, they're like, hold on a second.
So what happens is they break off from each other. Gigi pretends he's going to give like a respectful handshake
Oh, yeah.
to Ken Takakura.
Not his name, it's Okurin. How dare you?
Nicknames are for friends, and he's not my friend.
Oh, we forgot we got the good Ken Takakura bit on the train.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But then when he grabs his hand, he instead pulls him into a headlock and starts bullying him. But then Okurin talks his way out of the headlock because he's realised that there's a chunk of house visible from the exterior that there's no wall, there's no door that leads to that area of the house. There's just a wall there.
Huh.
There's just like a perfectly cubular chunk of wall. It's very House of Leaves.
Yeah. Very House of Leaves, isn't it? So
we should go investigate that.
Yeah, so they head in and they're like, oh, you're right, there is no door here. That's
and
weird.
Gigi's like, well, we're renting this place, but I guess it can't be helped, and grabs a sledgehammer from their storeroom.
And just straight up fucking makes a hole in the wall.
And they see like a creepy, all dark room full of, like, literally coated in hundreds of anti-curse talismans.
Now, do you remember one of them killed off the big...
The Flatwoods monster.
Yeah. So that many
Yeah.
implies
That's
bad.
going to be some serious business.
Yeah.
But also, were they working at all if Gigi's already been ghost followed by this Slenderman?
I don't know. Maybe it got out.
Maybe.
Oh, but how?
But how could it be achieved?
Oh, no.
Cool. And then meanwhile, the second worst thing in the show happens, where
So in the hot spring, Momo is all like...
she's enjoying the solo hot spring by herself, but she's getting lightheaded, and she's decided and there's been a couple of intercuts between these two sequences, so time has passed. It's time to get out because the sulfur is making her a bit lightheaded now.
Yeah.
And we've seen like threatening shots of like something looming by the door watching her, and a bunch of men come in, a bunch of like creepy, like normally creepy men, but also supernaturally creepy men.
Yes, the bad vibes we got from the people in the woods,
Yeah.
it's them. It's the bad vibes.
And as I love to say, when we encounter a Yakuza side quest, as I love to say, when we encounter a Yakuza side quest, one of Kamurocho's many groups of roaming rapists have encountered our protagonist.
Literally. So
And they're like, oh, didn't you realise this was a co-ed hot spring? And I don't want to do this beat by beat, but basically they get into hot spring with her and are very creepy, and she's like, I got to get out, and then they come at her.
they put her down and it's like, oh,
They
God.
put her down like a dog.
Yeah, under the water and it's like, this is bad news,
And
man.
she's being choked underwater, and that's the end of the season.
Yeah, good times.
Crazy days.
Man, gators. What a bunch of
Yeah,
assholes.
they apparently the term for that is gators.
Because they...
Creepy men who go to mixed gender hot springs and perv on women.
Yeah, it's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah.
Japan. Sometimes. Not the best place. But it has a lot of vending machines. So...
And those iced coffees, those coffees you can get from vending machines that you pull the element off and it heats it up.
Yeah. It's, it's ups and downs, And they've got the self-cooking ramen. Like, that's pretty good. And Yakuza. But they've also got a bunch of, like, gacha machines.
Nick, I was excited for the Gang of Dragon video game an episode or two ago.
But I believe that's...
NetEase has pulled funding from the studio and its future is incredibly in doubt now.
Yeah, I don't see that having a great future.
Disappointing. So,
Yes.
highlights, lowlights. I got mine locked and loaded.
Go on.
Look, easy low light is the hot spring rapists. I just don't love it.
Yep.
Don't love how much that comes up in this show.
You don't like the sexual
It's the low light of the show for me. I could do without it.
Fair.
Don't need to harp on it. We all know my opinions.
Yeah.
A highlight was everyone getting excited about Cryptid's train sequence. That's just nice and fun.
And also...
That's what I'm here for.
Very relatable for you, because you're like... I know this cryptid, and then you'll just start talking about cryptids.
No, I won't.
Won't you?
I keep that shit close to my heart, man. That's only for the podcast.
Listen, that's only for the real freaks who get to know you. My highlight has to be Anatomy Man. Sorry, Mysterious of Anatomy Man.
Thank you. Taro.
To
his friends.
To his colleagues.
To his lovers.
To Hannah. Because it's like everything with him is framed in such a way that's so beautifully dramatic, where it's like, they're in love.
Yeah. I do love that we genuinely get no explanation for why he exists as well.
What do you mean? What do you mean? He's a guy. He runs.
Anyway.
He's got anatomy. That's how far he goes fast. Like, that's it. Come on, Liam. Pick up the folklore here. Low light though.
Oh, the folklore that you didn't believe existed?
Trap sprung! He's done it again!
Incredible damage to Nick's psyche.
He's played a Raigeki. I don't know how
He's doing episode 1 Kaiba.
No! There's no way he got 5 pieces of folklore and assembled them against me. My low light would probably have to be... This is going to sound weird, because it's too real. Okarun asserting himself on the train to try and get in between Jiji and Momo. Because it feels...
I don't remember that.
It's like literally, it's great, but it's also I'm like, oh god, it's too
The
real.
teen insecurity of it all.
Yes, exactly. Which becomes adult insecurity and then becomes dead insecurity.
So true.
You know, yeah.
The only security is in death.
It's true. The only thing we know for sure. Yeah. But you know what else we know?
I am surprised that Gigi's whole deal is ghost related.
How come?
I just thought.
Oh, you thought aliens?
I thought he was going to get aliens to make that parallel with, Okarun has the
Yeah,
ghost
yeah.
hanger on in
Yeah.
Ira, and I thought Momo would get the alien hanger on in Jiji.
Well, that goes to show you subversion of expectations.
Hey, it's
big
not too late for him to get telekinesis next episode.
It's not too late for literally anything to happen.
I was thinking between episodes. I don't know if this is a deliberate choice, but I've noticed when, obviously when Ken gets nervous, he grabs his glasses because that's like the whole physicality of his character is centered
he's
around
an
them.
awkward fellow after all.
But I noticed, when Momo is distressed or nervous, she kind of sort of grabs the
Pulls
forelock
her
of her
hair?
fringe, and I wonder if that is like meant to be reminiscent of the childhood walking to school chi ritual thing she had to do.
As like I'm not
nervous
doing, a
tick
nervous
sort
little
of
tick
thing.
thing. Yeah, because you have to pull your hand down a bit.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. There's something to that.
Yeah, it's not nothing.
Yeah.
Might not be anything, but it's not nothing.
It's not nothing, I can tell you that. Or can I?
We can only hope.
Yeah. Now, Liam, do you want to try and predict what's going to happen?
What's going to happen many months or a month into the future when we next watch Dandadan?
Exactly. Do you want to try for the next 2 episodes only, just in case
Yep,
we move forward?
sure. And they are, of course, entitled.
If the webpage ever... Literally, I tapped
So
it.
I think in the first episode, if the webpage ever, they're going to encounter some sort of cursed computer that does the ring to them.
Not The Grudge?
The ring.
Okay.
The ring work.
Ah!
I went on my phone too much and it made noise.
Oh my god, you can't be on your phone. Okay, so what do you think's going to happen in the next 2 episodes entitled, this is the legend of the giant snake?
Tsuchinoko real!
Well, hold on. And episode 14, The Evil Eye.
The evil eye.
Evil Eye. Not 2 eyes, just one. The evil eye.
So, okay.
So Tsuchinoko.
Tsuchinoko real. All of the creepy townsfolk are snakes in human suits.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
And
Is that why they've got the
we
jowls?
didn't draw explicit attention to it, but the like water source in the hot spring that Momo is in is like a big carved snake statue as well.
Yeah.
So there's a snake thing going on here.
Yeah.
So they're either like snake cultist ghosts or they're just snakes in human suits.
Yeah. So, not to feed this or anything, if they're snakes in human suits, how are they moving their arms?
Magic.
You know what? You got me there. You absolutely got me there. There's spirits and shit. Of course, yep. No, that's fair. What do you think the evil
Or
eye?
they might not be suits, they might be corpses that they've slithered into or something.
Oh, okay. And so they're just like muscles.
Yeah,
hiss,
yeah.
hiss, and then moving them around. Yeah. What about the evil eye?
Okay, I think we're gonna be wrapping up this 2-parter in the first one of these 2 episodes. So then something new and interesting happens. The evil eye.
The evil eye.
It feels like another ghosts or supernaturals episode as opposed to aliens.
Okay.
Maybe Ira shows up with a hot new curse to destroy Momo. I've got the evil eye.
So she
makes a
gets
pact
someone.
with dark powers that she doesn't realize are as dark as she realizes.
Yeah.
Attempts to curse Momo and it all backfires.
Do you think it would have a new character for us to mess around with?
I don't think new recurring character, but maybe like a villain of the week who's like an evil fortune teller or something.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Where do you think Ira would have pulled this random weirdo from?
She's gone online to be like, I need help to destroy my enemies, thinking that heroes of justice will show up.
Oh, God. Just literally, it's like, go on Google. No, this isn't safe. Private browsing mode.
That's right.
The government will never know.
That's right.
Yes. Perfect. Okay, great. Now we're doing JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
A little anime called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh, yeah.
The tale of a boy named Johnny Joestar who wants to reclaim everything he once had and more. Horse race across the North American continent. Big vibes. Gyro Zeppeli. The Steel Ball Run. The Steel Ball.
Steel ball.
and more besides.
Wait, are they going to a ball
No.
that's just called
No,
the steel
you saw
ball?
this in the trailer, so I will share it with you. He's got these 2 steel balls.
Right, okay. Gotcha. 2 steel balls, you say?
You've seen these.
2 steel balls.
You've seen these.
Strong life energy in those balls, let me tell you.
Anyway, I mean, you're not actually wrong. That's the problem.
There's something about having steel balls that makes you go...
You gotta have steel balls to sell real estate. Coffee is for closers.
I mean, this is going to be a bad joke, but you got to have steel balls to ride a horse. I told you it was bad. I literally told you.
So hang on, I'm waiting for the joke.
I'm going to leave this podcast.
Well, we'll see all of that and more next time. But until then,
To be continued.